The View co-host Sunny Hostin's husband, Emanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud.
Sunny Hostin, her husband accused of committing federal insurance fraud in a lawsuit.
Sunny Hostin and her husband, Dr. Emanuel Manny Hostin, have long been viewed as a picture-perfect power couple, a legal ace and television star paired with a renowned orthopedic surgeon. But behind the glossy facade of success, a storm has erupted that no one saw coming. Not only has their once flourishing financial empire crumbled into an unimaginable pit of debt, but scandal now shadows their every move. The Hostins have filed for bankruptcy, and the details are as jaw-dropping as they are controversial. And at the heart of it all, a colossal legal battle involving Manny and a lawsuit that reads like the plot of a high-stakes crime drama. How did it all come tumbling down?
Now, he's just accused, and this accused in a lawsuit after some time of investigation could ultimately become a federal indictment.
Let's rewind for a moment. For years, Sunny Hostin has been a household name, celebrated for her sharp legal mind and fiery commentary on The View. Meanwhile, her husband built his reputation as one of New York's top orthopedic surgeons, running his own clinic, Hostin Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Together, they appeared to have it all: prestigious careers, a luxurious lifestyle, and a seemingly unshakable public image. But as it turns out, that image was more fragile than anyone realized.
According to the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgeries.
The first sign of trouble was their shocking bankruptcy filing. Insiders couldn't believe it. How does a couple earning millions suddenly find themselves drowning in debt? According to court documents, their liabilities far outweigh their assets, and the numbers are staggering. Reports suggest that even Sunny's impressive salary from The View barely scratches the surface of the mountain of financial obligations they've accumulated. From designer wardrobes to sprawling real estate, their lavish lifestyle was meticulously curated for public admiration. But now it seems it was all built on shaky ground, and the foundation has collapsed under the weight of lawsuits and legal fees. The timing of the bankruptcy couldn't be more suspicious or strategic, depending on how you look at it. Some legal experts speculate that the filing is a calculated move to shield their remaining assets. After all, declaring bankruptcy could provide a buffer against the numerous lawsuits piling up against them, especially the one that's grabbing all the headlines, the RICO case against Emanuel Hostin. Yes, you heard that right. A lawsuit invoking the same legal framework used to dismantle organized crime syndicates. This isn't your run-of-the-mill legal spat. This is a full-blown legal nightmare.
This is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia.
The lawsuit, brought by the American Transit Insurance Company, accuses Hostin of being at the center of a sprawling insurance fraud scheme that allegedly siphoned millions of dollars from the healthcare system. The allegations are nothing short of explosive. According to the 698-page complaint, Dr. Hostin and nearly 200 other defendants conspired to perform unnecessary surgeries and submit fraudulent medical bills. The claim that this network of medical professionals, including Hostin, orchestrated a scheme to profit from New York's no-fault insurance laws, which require companies to cover medical expenses for car accident victims regardless of fault. American Transit alleges that Hostin exploited this system, billing for procedures that were either unnecessary or never even performed. And the potential damages? A jaw-dropping $450 million. Yes, you heard that correctly.
Oh, he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange.
The allegations don't stop there. The lawsuit paints a damning picture of a sophisticated operation involving kickbacks, falsified medical records, and phantom surgeries. Hostin is accused of receiving kickbacks disguised as legitimate business investments, all while allegedly performing surgeries on patients who didn't need them. In one cited case, a patient involved in a minor fender bender received arthroscopic surgery despite showing no signs of significant injury. The complaint claims that cases like these weren't isolated incidents, they were part of a pattern.
Emanuel denied the allegations via a statement through his lawyer, telling Daily Mail that his client, quote, denies each and every allegation and that the lawsuit is a blanket, scattershot, meritless lawsuit.
Through his attorney, Hostin has vehemently denied the accusations, calling the case a baseless attempt by a struggling insurance company to avoid paying its obligations. Sunny herself has echoed this sentiment, slamming the lawsuit as a frivolous and desperate attempt to smear her husband's name. In a fiery statement, she accused American Transit of waging a disgusting media smear campaign against her family, using her celebrity status to amplify the scandal. But while Sunny's defense of her husband is impassioned, it hasn't stopped the public from speculating about what's really going on behind closed doors.
Of Sunny Hostin on The View, Tom, basically implicating her husband in this type of a scheme.
For Emanuel Hostin, the stakes couldn't be higher. His once sterling career in medicine hangs in the balance, tarnished by the very allegations he so strongly denies. Patients who once trusted him with their health now find themselves questioning everything. And while he's assembled a top-tier legal team to fight the charges, the shadow of the RICO lawsuit looms large. Even if he's ultimately cleared of wrongdoing, the reputational damage may be irreversible.
So we know Sunny Hostin and her husband, Dr. Emanuel Hostin, are preparing for a legal battle to fight accusations that he committed federal insurance fraud.
And then there's Sunny, who finds herself in an equally precarious position. Known for her outspoken commentary on ethics, justice, and morality, she now faces accusations of hypocrisy. After all, how can someone who's built a career on calling out corruption and inequality reconcile that image with the scandal engulfing her family? Critics haven't been shy about pointing this out. Some have even gone so far as to call for her resignation from The View, claiming that her family's legal troubles are a distraction from the show's mission. But Sunny isn't going down without a fight. In addition to defending her husband, she's taken aim at the media's coverage of the scandal, accusing outlets of sensationalizing the story to boost ratings. And she's not stopping there. Sunny and her husband have reportedly filed a countersuit against American Transit, seeking damages for defamation and emotional distress. The amount? A cool $5 million, though Sunny has hinted that this figure could climb as the case progresses.
And they're essentially saying that it's a money grab, and they're also going to countersue for millions of dollars, $5 million plus.
Still, the public isn't entirely convinced by Sunny's narrative. Many are questioning her decision to stay silent about the allegations for so long, especially given her platform on The View. While she's been quick to comment on other high-profile legal cases, her reluctance to address her husband's situation has raised eyebrows. Is she protecting her family, or is she avoiding the spotlight for fear of incriminating herself by association? It's a question that doesn't have an easy answer.
But it's just, I mean, Pat, you're married. Tom, you're married. If your husband's doing something, if he's allegedly doing something like this, you guys would know if your wives were up to...
What's clear is that the Hostins are in the fight of their lives, both legally and financially. Their bankruptcy filing, coupled with the RICO case, has left them scrambling to salvage what remains of their reputation and their assets. And while Sunny has managed to keep her seat at The View for now, the scandal has undoubtedly cast a long shadow over her career. Insiders at ABC reportedly worry that the controversy could tarnish the show's credibility, especially given Sunny's role as the resident legal expert. As the legal proceedings unfold, one can't help but wonder what the future holds for the Hostins. Can they clear their names and rebuild their lives, or is this the beginning of the end for the once admired couple? One thing is certain, this story is far from over, and as new details continue to emerge, the public will be watching closely. After all, nothing captivates like a real-life drama involving fame, fortune, and a spectacular fall from grace.
It does not look well when your name ends up with 200 people in a RICO investigation. This is the biggest investigation since Giuliani shook the tree and a bunch of mobsters fell out, right? This is big stuff. And so, and thank you for bringing that video. It sure is ironic that she's up there. But
this isn't just a story about one couple's troubles. This is a cautionary tale about the dangers of ambition, the high cost of maintaining a public image, and the thin line between success and scandal. For the Hostins, the road ahead is uncertain. Their bankruptcy filing may buy them some time, but it won't erase the allegations that have rocked their lives. And with the RICO case set to drag on for years, the battle is only just beginning. What will Sunny's next move be, and how will Emanuel navigate the legal minefield that lies ahead? The answers to those questions could very well decide the fate of their careers and their legacy. As the curtain begins to fall on this chapter of their lives, one question lingers. Can the Hostins weather this storm? Or is this the final act in a story that once seemed destined for a happily ever after?
Now, here's some news for you. The former First Lady has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign.
Sunny Hostin's life seems to be unraveling faster than anyone could have anticipated. While the legal chaos surrounding her husband, Emanuel Hostin, hogs the headlines, the truth is that this is only part of the storm brewing around her. Sunny isn't just facing a crisis at home. Her professional world is buckling under the weight of multiple controversies, unresolved feuds, and a growing list of adversaries. It's as if her entire universe is under siege, with scandals and legal battles closing in from every direction. So how did a woman once celebrated for her intellect and moral authority find herself at the center of so much chaos? Let's start with the elephant in the room, or maybe we should say the rose garden. Yes, we're talking about Melania Trump. Sunny's sharp tongue is no secret to viewers of The View, but her ongoing feud with the First Lady has taken things to a whole new level. It all started with Sunny's infamous remarks about Melania, where she claimed, on live television, that Melania hates Donald Trump and is allegedly trying to sabotage his political ambitions. Sunny even went so far as to suggest that Melania's public comments about reproductive rights were a calculated move to undercut her husband's campaign and escape life as First Lady. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room as him, Sunny quipped on air, adding she can't tolerate him. While the audience may have chuckled, the Trump camp reportedly didn't find it amusing. Rumors soon began swirling that Melania was considering legal action against Sunny and The View, and while no official lawsuit has been filed yet, the whispers alone have created a media frenzy. Sunny's critics have pounced on the situation, accusing her of crossing the line between commentary and defamation. Even her fellow co-host seemed uncomfortable with her remarks, with Whoopi Goldberg stepping in to remind Sunny to use the word allegedly, and Joy Behar openly questioning how Sunny could claim to know such intimate details about the Trumps' relationship. The whole incident has left not just viewers, but also network executives wondering if Sunny's outspoken nature is becoming more of a liability than an asset.
We haven't seen her, and her description of Donald Trump doesn't track with the reality of what we've seen. And I can't relate to the marriage or if they're even in the same place at the same time. So I don't think that's the way.
But the Melania drama is just the tip of the iceberg. Sunny's name has also been dragged into a separate, ongoing legal spat involving a former producer of The View. According to reports, the producer, who left the show under murky circumstances, has filed a lawsuit against ABC, claiming wrongful termination. While Sunny herself isn't named as a defendant in the case, insiders say that the producer has alleged a toxic work environment on the show, with Sunny's behavior cited as one of the contributing factors. Allegations include claims that Sunny created tension among the staff with her demanding and dismissive attitude, and that her fiery on-air persona often spilled over into off-camera interactions. While these accusations remain unverified, the lawsuit has added yet another layer of controversy to Sunny's already precarious position at the network.
Sunny Hostin of The View, who's constantly raging about race and reparations and how bad America is and his racial past and all this stuff.
And then there's the fallout from Sunny's infamous remarks about uneducated voters, which continue to haunt her. During a heated discussion on The View, Sunny blamed Donald Trump's political victories on non-college educated white women, a comment that sparked immediate backlash. Critics accused her of elitism and alienating a significant portion of the audience. While Sunny later clarified her statement, saying she meant non-college educated as a demographic term, the damage was done. Social media erupted with calls for her resignation, and even some of her supporters admitted that the comment felt out of touch. For a show that thrives on connecting with everyday Americans, Sunny's words struck a sour note that the network is still trying to recover from.
You have Latino men actually voting more for him, and you have, and black men was not the story. We're not the story here because they voted almost 80% for the vice president. Right. So why do you think that uneducated white women voted against their reproductive health freedoms, and why do you think Latino men voted in favor of someone that's going to deport, says he's going to deport the majority of...
Amid all this turmoil, whispers of discontent behind the scenes at The View are growing louder. Sources close to the show claim that Sunny has become increasingly isolated from her co-hosts, with tensions bubbling under the surface. While the panel has always been known for its spirited debates, insiders say that recent on-air clashes between Sunny and Alyssa Farah-Griffin have been particularly heated. During one episode, Alyssa called out Sunny for making broad generalizations about voters, prompting a visibly annoyed Sunny to snap back, "I don't need a lecture from you." The moment went viral, with fans speculating that the tension between the two women is more than just professional.
Anna went in a different direction. But I love the fact that, you know, Manny is younger and he's
How much younger is he?
Just a little bit.
He's like 1 year, isn't he? Like a month or a year or 10 years or
5 years. It's more than a year. Anyway, it's not about...
Meanwhile, Sunny's relationship with Joy Behar, once viewed as an unshakable alliance, is reportedly also on shaky ground. Joy, who has been with The View since its inception, is said to be growing tired of Sunny's penchant for dominating conversations and steering discussions in controversial directions. According to one insider, Joy has privately expressed concerns that Sunny's increasing tendency to make everything about herself is detracting from the show's broader appeal. Joy's been around long enough to know when someone's pushing their luck, the source said. And right now, Sunny's pushing it. All of this has left ABC executives in a difficult position. On one hand, Sunny is undeniably one of the most dynamic voices on The View, bringing a legal perspective and a fiery passion that resonates with certain segments of the audience. On the other hand, her growing list of controversies, combined with the ongoing legal drama involving her husband, has made her a polarizing figure. Network insiders say that while no decisions have been made, Sunny's future on the show is being actively discussed. Some executives reportedly believe that the time has come for a shakeup, while others argue that removing Sunny would only add fuel to the fire and alienate her loyal fans.
Today's video comes to us from sunny Hostin. Sounds like a town. We're in sunny Hostin. She was on PBS's Finding Your Roots, a show dedicated to researching celebrity ancestry. For context, Sunny is a staunch supporter of reparations and has made a fortune spewing nonsense about white privilege and racial justice.
Sunny herself seems determined to weather the storm, but the road ahead won't be easy. With her husband's RICO case likely to drag on for years, the spotlight on her personal life isn't going anywhere. And as the lawsuits, feuds, and controversies continue to pile up, the question isn't just whether Sunny can survive this chapter of her career, it's whether The View can survive Sunny. After all, a show that thrives on debate and differing opinions is only as strong as the trust its audience places in it. And right now, that trust is being tested like never before.
Wow. I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
As the curtain falls on this tumultuous chapter in Sunny Hostin's life, viewers are left with more questions than answers. How will Sunny and her husband navigate the treacherous legal landscape ahead? And can their public image ever recover from such a scandal? Will Sunny's outspoken nature continue to be her greatest asset or her biggest liability on The View? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Let us know what you think the future holds for Sunny Hostin. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more celebrity gossip and updates. Goodbye for now.